Humiliation on live TV. Poilievre shatters CBC host, crushing Carney defense. In a riveting live exchange on CBC's Power and Politics, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre delivered a scathing critique of Prime Minister Mark Carney's economic policies, leaving both the host and viewers in stunned silence. The interview, which aired on August 21, 2025, showcased Poilievre's sharp rhetoric and unwavering commitment to holding the government accountable. This confrontation was not merely an exchange of ideas. It represented a significant moment in Canadian political discourse, illustrating the deepening divide between the Conservative Party's vision for the country and the current Liberal government's approach. The atmosphere was charged, reflecting the broader frustrations of Canadians who feel overlooked by their leaders. The confrontation began when the host defended Carney's decision to lift retaliatory tariffs on U.S. consumer goods, framing it as a strategic move to ease trade tensions and bolster Canada's position in the USMCA. However, Poilievre quickly countered, labeling it a capitulation that undermined Canada's economic sovereignty. His assertion resonated with many Canadians who perceive the government as compromising national interests for fleeting political gains. This moment highlighted the necessity for leaders to stand firm on issues affecting citizens' livelihoods. Prime Minister Carney has shown a willingness to appease President Trump at the expense of Canadian interests, Poilievre asserted, contrasting effective leadership with a troubling trend of weakness. This powerful statement struck a chord with viewers who believe Canada should prioritize its economic stability over foreign appeasement. Poilievre's words became a rallying cry for those dissatisfied with the current state of affairs, reflecting a growing discontent with the Liberal administration's handling of critical economic issues. As the host attempted to redirect the conversation, highlighting Carney's efforts to address domestic issues such as housing affordability and healthcare, Poilievre remained undeterred. He adeptly shifted the focus back to the government's economic missteps, demonstrating his command over the topics at hand. Under Carney's leadership, housing prices have soared and healthcare wait times have reached unprecedented levels, Poilievre pointed out, emphasizing that these are not isolated incidents, but rather the direct result of Liberal mismanagement. His critique was not just an attack. It was an assertion that the problems faced by everyday Canadians are deeply interconnected with government policy decisions. This connection between policy and everyday life is vital for voters to understand, as it underscores the implications of governance on personal financial stability and quality of life. The tension escalated further when the host questioned Poilievre's proposed solutions, suggesting that Conservative policies lacked concrete plans. In a moment that showcased his preparedness and confidence, Poilievre outlined a comprehensive strategy aimed at revitalizing Canada's economy and addressing pressing issues. Our plan includes reducing taxes to stimulate growth, investing in infrastructure to create jobs, and implementing policies that prioritize Canadian workers, he explained. This clear articulation of policy initiatives not only countered the host's claims, but also painted a vivid picture of a proactive Conservative agenda that sought to address the real concerns of Canadians. Poilievre's detailed proposals serve to reassure voters that there is an alternative path forward, one that prioritizes economic growth and job creation. The host, visibly taken aback by Poilievre's assertiveness and clarity, struggled to maintain the narrative. This moment of discomfort was palpable as the interview's dynamics shifted in favor of Poilievre. The interview concluded with the host acknowledging Poilievre's points, a rare moment of concession that underscored the effectiveness of his arguments. Such instances are crucial in live political discourse, as they not only signal a shift in the conversation but also influence how viewers perceive the candidates and their respective parties. This acknowledgement may have been a turning point for viewers, prompting them to reconsider their positions and the effectiveness of the current administration. This exchange highlighted a broader narrative. Canadians are increasingly disillusioned with the current government's handling of critical issues. From escalating housing costs to a strained healthcare system, the Liberal administration's policies have come under intense scrutiny. Poilievre's performance on live television exemplified his readiness to challenge the status quo and present an alternative vision for Canada's future. This moment was more than just a debate. It became a defining instance that could very well influence voter sentiment as the federal election approaches. The public's response to this exchange could shape the Conservative Party's strategy moving forward, as they seek to capitalize on the momentum generated by Poilievre's strong performance. As the federal election looms, the contrast between Poilievre's proactive approach and Carney's reactive policies will undoubtedly be a central theme. Voters are faced with a choice that goes beyond party affiliation. It is a decision about the type of leadership they want to see in Canada. Should they continue down a path marked by rising costs and inefficiencies, or should they embrace a leadership that promises accountability and tangible solutions? Poilievre's assertive stance in the interview positioned him as a candidate willing to take risks and challenge the norms, appealing to those seeking change in the political landscape. The stakes have never been higher as Canadians grapple with the implications of their electoral choices on their future economic stability. In the realm of political discourse, moments like these serve as pivotal turning points. Poilievre's ability to effectively communicate his party's stance and hold the media to account sets a precedent for future engagements. It also signals to the electorate that their concerns are being heard and addressed with the seriousness they deserve. The impact of televised confrontations cannot be underestimated, as they shape public perception and influence the broader political narrative. This instance of Poilievre's performance on CBC's Power and Politics may very well have shifted the momentum in favor of the Conservative Party, reinforcing the notion that leadership is defined by action, not merely rhetoric. As Canadians prepare to cast their votes, the impact of such televised exchanges will resonate in public consciousness. They not only shape candidate perceptions, but also reflect the electorate's evolving priorities. Poilievre's assertive media engagement and clear policy proposals position him as a strong contender, potentially catalyzing change and prompting Canadians to rethink their political choices. The significance of political communication in shaping public opinion is immense, and Poilievre's performance highlights how these moments can redefine Canada's political landscape. With the election approaching, the electorate's choices will reveal their priorities and aspirations for the future, emphasizing the tension between competing visions for the country.